Trinity and Lucifer. D.G. Wonder First Series. Written by D.G. Lampalus. Mundus Vetus. Chapter 9. Flood.
This is a century of extermination and great cleansing. When God saw the chaos on earth, he decided to end it all with a great flood and let everything on the ground start anew. First, God divided the army of the gospel angels into multiple teams. The first team targeted the Satan army and sent the 7 most powerful angels to suppress Satan's team in hell to prevent them from further deceiving and disturbing people on earth. The second team went to capture the 240 fallen angels that disrupted human order on earth. The third team, led by the prophet Enoch, searched for the messengers of grace on earth. The messengers are humans, giants, and other creatures scattered on earth who have not been deceived by Satan and the fallen angels. Enoch organized them together and created an ark so that they could avoid the flood and leave a new opportunity for the rebirth of the earth. They were regarded as the descendants of Enoch, and the messengers chosen by Enoch on earth were the ancestors of all creatures after the flood, and they were called the Noah tribe. With the help of gospel angels, humans, giants, and other creatures, a giant Noah's Ark was quickly built.
On the day of the flood 13,000 years ago, the sky cracked open, and rain poured down from the sky like a waterfall. Instantly, most of the land on earth was covered, and the fallen humans and giants on land were crying out in despair. Lucifer saw that the game she had been working on for years was about to be destroyed by the flood created by God, and she could not believe what she was seeing. After the complete failure of the battle with God in the Garden of Eden, Lucifer thought deeply. She decided to change her strategy from a quick attack to a slow attack, using several generations of time to infiltrate Satan's army into the core team of the gospel angels, gradually eroding them. Undoubtedly, this strategy was successful, and countless angels were tempted in the past thousands of years, including other high-ranking gospel angels. This time, the fallen humans and giants are completely originated from the 240 fallen angels guarding the earth. Unfortunately, Lucifer did not expect that God would destroy all terrestrial creatures with the flood, including the higher creatures he created, humans.
But no matter what, Lucifer had to stop this disaster immediately. She worked hard for many years to establish a shadow army on land. The world at this moment is the craziest, most decadent, and most chaotic. If she waits for a moment, a lost paradise as Lucifer's ideal will be established on land. She cannot let the huge believers on the surface disappear. She turned into a giant snake, using her own strength to repair the sky with a stone. She gathered all her energy into a huge stone, blocking the crack in the sky and preventing the rainwater from flowing out. At this time, her Satan army had been blocked by the gospel angels in the depths of the 18th floor of hell, and the 240 fallen angels had been captured by all the archangels. Now the only way to change the situation is to rely on Lucifer alone. She focused all her attention on repairing the sky with a huge stone, but at this moment, God stood behind Lucifer and said,
Lucifer, everything that happened today is caused by you. There are creatures on earth that should not have appeared, and humans are learning techniques they should not learn, which ultimately leads to the tragedy of living beings, cannibalism, and moral corruption. The laws of nature are destroyed, and humans are obsessed with material desires and abandon their souls. You have abused my tolerance for you and recklessly destroyed the order of the natural world. You do evil in hell and come to heaven to lurk and destroy in the world. How can I tolerate you today? I cannot let you continue to do whatever you want.
At this moment, Lucifer was completely focused on repairing the sky with a huge stone. She turned around and said simply, "Nonsense. God, you are built on the moral high ground. Look at how you treat life. You kill people like ants and don't shed a tear. I am now saving the sky and cannot bear to see living beings suffer in the flood. These angels and humans are all created by you. They are all like your children, but you ruthlessly destroy them one by one. God did not pay attention to Lucifer's words. He instantly rolled up a strong wind and struck Lucifer into hell, and at the same time destroyed the huge stone that blocked the flood. In the blink of an eye, Lucifer poured her anger into the boulder. The boulder was stimulated by God, and it shattered into pieces and scattered in many places on the ground, and was finally covered by the flood.
The flood submerged the earth for 150 days, until the sun reappeared, and the ark began to no longer be hit by waves and gradually anchored. After the rain and flood for many days, even after the ebb tide, the land on earth began to redistribute. At this time, the land that emerged from the water was divided into 7 continents, and God sent his 7 gospel angels to be responsible and manage the 7 continents and be the bridge to communicate with humans on behalf of God. Michael for Oceania, Gabriel for Asia, Oriel for North America, Raphael for South America, Azrael for Africa, Raquel for Europe, Remiel for Antarctica.
As for the different species that left Noah's ark, they were all messengers of grace, and they scattered around the earth with God's words in the future reborn world. They developed different languages, civilizations, cultures, and countries in their way. Although they recorded and expressed the flood in different ways, even if the language differences and interpretations were different, they were all showing the same history. At the same time, after everything was destroyed, the creation of life returned to the earth once again. After the water receded, the flowers, plants, and trees on the ground were reborn and quickly returned to the days of birds and flowers before the flood. Humans also returned to the primitive, pure, and simple life. Rather than saying that the flood was a disaster, it can be said to be a great cleansing. When everything returned to calm, the 2 poles of light and darkness would come back again. As long as there are shining souls and life, dark corners will also appear. As long as there is God in the universe, there will also be Lucifer.
Hope you enjoy the wonders and fantasies of the stories in the universe. Which part of the story is your favorite? Leave a comment below the video and let me know. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up and turn on the notification bell if you enjoy our videos. In our next chapter, we will continue to explore the universe. See you soon.